Today we're going to CEX and we're going to talk about a lot of games that have come out recently because there's been a lot of games that have come out recently. We've had Ghost of Yotei, we've had Dying Light the Beast, we've had Borderlands 4, we've had Silent Hill. And I've enjoyed most of them. All of them. Literally, yes, all of them. Some more than others, but all of them. And then films. I went to the cinema last night. What did I see? I saw Him, which is a strange film. A lot of bad reviews for it. Not really sure why. I think maybe a lot of people went into it expecting it to be some sort of like sports film, and then it went completely off the rails about halfway through. And I think at one point during the film, I was like, this feels like Get Out. And then at the end of it, in the credits, it said, produced by Jordan Peele. I was like, yeah, I guess. Makes sense. I'm currently playing through Ghost of Yotei, and it lets you do a thing that a lot of games these days don't, where it lets you do, like, as much of the collectible side stuff, I think, as you could ever want at the beginning. A lot of games limit your power progressions so that at no point do you become, I don't know, so strong that things in the main story are just not a threat. But like, I feel like with a game that is specifically about revenge, doing all of the things that you can to get strong prior to trying to get your revenge makes sense. So I am about one story mission in, and all I have done is go around collecting altars and hot springs and bamboo strikes so that my spirit, health, and skill points are all higher. I'm enjoying this. This is good. Don't listen to people that say, "Oh, I don't like it because you play as a woman." They've never touched grass, and that's coming from me. I've also got the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 open beta downloading. I wasn't going to bother playing it. I know that it's going to be on Game Pass, so I'm definitely not going to buy it. I basically retired from caring about Call of Duty years ago. However, I saw a Jeb video yesterday, which for you guys is now probably a while ago. I saw a Jeb video yesterday that said something along the lines of there is no skill-based matchmaking in one of these playlists, or at least much weaker skill-based matchmaking. In which case, maybe I'll actually enjoy it, because there have been times in the last few years where I thought maybe it's because I'm getting old now and I'm just not as good at COD as I used to be. Because as a kid, I was sweaty. I was obsessed with COD. I was that kid that would skive school specifically every November to play the latest COD. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Ghosts. Like, there was a solid 5-6 year window where I'd try and be 10th Prestige before Christmas. It was my obsession. It was what I did. And at some point along the way, I just stopped liking COD as much. And I think, I don't know. I blame skill-based matchmaking. Argue about that in the comments if you like. And then, like a year or so ago, what I did was I went back and I did like a single Prestige on Modern Warfare Remastered. And I was playing that the same sort of skill-wise that I would have played it as a kid. And I was like, maybe it's not me. Maybe it is a skill-based. So we'll see when we play the beta, I guess. Maybe I'll get some games filmed today's video on that. Again, I'm trying to do some bit different stuff today. We'll see. What else? I think Battlefield 6 might be out right now as well. Today is the 6th of... What's the month? October. I've never got any idea what month it is anymore, guys. I can't lie to you. But I'm excited. I didn't play the Battlefield beta either, but I know enough people said it was good that I'm probably going to enjoy it. I played a lot of single-player games in the last few months. We were Borderlands 4, Ghost of Yotei, Silent Hill. I'll talk about all of them in this video. See you in a bit. Yeah, no, I was wrong. Nah, COD's dead. Bye. Don't like it. It's awful. It's abysmal. Alright, I'm at the car park now. I cannot stress enough how much I did not like those games that I just played of Black Ops 7. It felt... It's just the same as the last few that I've not liked, so I don't know why I bothered to try again. Everyone bunny hopping, 360 and jumping off of walls. I know they've removed tactical sprint and stuff, which is a step in the right direction, but then it's... Get rid of sliding. Get rid of that. Don't care. Don't want it. Don't want it there. Doesn't need to be there. Didn't used to be there. Nobody mowed. Nobody cared. Anyway, never uninstall the game quicker, I don't think. Back to Ghost of Yotei when I get home, though, which, fun. And at some point I'll try Battlefield and hopefully get along better with that. I miss Bad Company 2. Battlefield Bad Company 2 was one of the most fun times in gaming I think I ever had. That was incredibly satisfying. But for now, I need to do the weekly shop, because it's a Monday, and I've got no food in the house, and I'm eating extraordinarily amounts of foods at the moment. One of these days, maybe I'll do a bit of a full day of eating. I don't know. But yeah, let's walk across to CEX, see if there's anything in there. I have not been to Stafford CEX now in maybe 2 weeks, so hopefully there's actually something to buy, because it did feel like after the refurbishment that there wasn't anything new in there for quite a while. They've got the little retro wall thing, but again, it's just this. It's all stuff I've already got, which is a bit of a problem. I've just got pretty much everything full stop, really, that matters to me. But yeah, let's walk across. God, I hated Call of Duty. I'm offended. It's 20 degrees and sunny at like 3 p.m. in middle of October. What's going on with the weather this year? I tell you, I need to get out of this country. At some point I am. I've decided. It's official. I don't know when, or for how long for, but I've always had the job that sort of lets you go wherever you want to go, whenever you want to do it, but I've never really lived that life. So at some point, we're going to do some trips, and I'll take my camera with me, because just like every other YouTuber, then it becomes a business expense. You guys think Beard Meets Food can't find food challenges in England? You think that they travel abroad all the time to do the food challenges and are not business expensing the entire thing? That'd be silly. My visits to my local CEX are getting quite infrequent. For example, upon actually filming this voiceover, it's been over a week since I filmed this clip, and I've not been back since. It feels like ever since the refurbishment at Stafford CEX, there's just not been very much new stuff. It's a little bit disheartening. There was this cool steelbook over on PlayStation 4, tenner, and I think it was priced at the regular price. It's interesting, CEX have begun pricing their steelbooks differently to the regular versions, but only with some things. It seems like the PS3 era. PS4 and beyond doesn't seem to get that different, but PS3, for example, if you look at like Jericho or Turok, their steelbook editions are priced differently now, but PS4 and PS5 don't seem to do that, and there's quite a few steelbooks in here today, but just not stuff that I want. Though there is, at the minute I've got a lot of vouchers. I've got like, I think nearly £500 in vouchers, and I'm debating, do I use that to fund the smaller CEX trips for literally the next few months, or do I wait until something big comes up and buy the big thing? For example, any day, you never know, Michigan Report from Hell could pop up, which is nearly a £500 game, and the last time I got one it was a fake. But I have enough vouchers right now that if I was to get it, it'd be free. Good. But that's just one singular purchase. Whereas, for example, I've not played every game that came out this year that I might have wanted to. Like Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, Metal Gear. I could get those out of my voucher and then them still have been free, because the stuff that I traded in, Stop Smoking with Alan. Who's Alan? And that Ben 10 game, by the way, 3 of them for £8. That's a real good steal. I remember playing one of those Ben 10 games on DS when I was a kid. It was a fun game. But yeah, I'm debating what to use my vouchers on, because I could use it on some sort of tech. Like, what? How many consoles have I bought this year? What? 2 PS3s, a PS5, and a Series X. Hell, I could use my vouchers to get a Switch 2, and it'd be free. But I don't know. Because again, even if I was to get a Switch 2, I don't play the Switch all that frequently. I couldn't tell you the last time I played my Switch. I don't know. I genuinely haven't got a clue. But yeah, having a think. Or I could just use it to get lots of smaller games, like these little hauls that I do. It would fund that for months. I'm undecided. Very undecided. It's a thing at this point, a bit of a problem that I'm having, that a lot of the cooler, more expensive stuff I already own. Like, most of it. For the consoles that I'm interested in collecting for, the cooler, bigger stuff I've got, you know? If we look at the top 10 PS2 games, for example, I think I've got like 9 of them. The only one that I don't think I've got is like Michigan Report from Hell, and that's because the one that I did get had the fake cover, so I gave it back. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm home. I'm cooking. Kale, what do you eat? We need a full day of eating. No, you really probably don't. Because beef, chicken, fish, eggs, protein bars, protein cookies, protein shakes. That is it. I eat the same stuff every day. I eat so much food. I don't feel like I ever stop eating, really. Everything's just protein and carbs at this point. Okay, let me show you guys what I got from CEX, shall we? It's pretty hefty, like your mum. But let me spin you around, pull it out, and just put it right in your mouth. So we got The Fable 3 limited edition collector's edition. It comes with this sleeve that... It's one of them where I feel like the sleeve makes it less cool. It's actually kind of hard to... That's a magnet. It's actually kind of hard to get it out. I'll get it out and I'll show you. Hang on. Okay, a few minutes later, got it open. So it comes in this big book type thing. There's nothing else to it, I don't think. Like, that is just... It's pretty thick, but it's hollow, and the game isn't some sort of special version. I mean, to be fair, it says collector's edition on it, so I suppose it is kind of special. Once again, this weird trend recently of getting 360 era or Xbox One, just... What's that? What is that? That's gross. I need to spray that. Xbox collector's editions just keep appearing in Stafford CEX recently. But you know, my shelf above the rest of my games. Hang on. Let's go upstairs, I'll show you. So what I'm thinking is those collector's editions, it'd be good to bookend up there. Though, something else I'm considering is the first shelf on here, which up to now has had like cooler, more expensive PlayStation 2 stuff. I'm considering turning that into a bit of a collector's edition shelf, because I use these for videos a lot, and it's really annoying getting them to balance stood up, and they just keep falling over, hence those three. And, you know, it'd be easier if it just wasn't like that. So I'm tempted to do that. But yeah, more collector's editions. Granted, I haven't actually put the last few back yet. Battlefield 6 is okay, by the way. I know that we started this video with some Call of Duty. Now playing Battlefield 6. It's okay. I don't feel like I'm progressing much. Like, I feel like I'm using the same 3 weapons I was using hours upon beginning the game. But, you know. I'm also beginning to change my room setup again. I'll go through that in the next video, I think. But I think in the next video we're going to get a Canuck CEX, because, yeah, we're altering stuff and things again. And the weather is not looking good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in a bizzle.